OMORI has a handful of mods and fan creations that replicate the art style pretty well. These range from things like Reverie to the Kel mod and even this thing, but none of them capture the essence of OMOCAT's original vision and accurately emulate the original game quite as well, or as profoundly, as a game I discovered very, very recently. I was perusing the channels on one of the many OMORI discords I frequent, and I happened across the one, the only, DOOMORI. DOOMORI is a game that will strike either fear or laughter into the hearts of OMORI fans anywhere, depending on who you're talking to. Taken on its own and treated like a funny flash game sort of thing, it's a funny FPS game with horizontal aiming not unlike half of its namesake, Doom. There's only a handful of levels, so it doesn't take too long to give you a full idea of what the title entails. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my live, initial reactions to playing the game, as well as some brief clips, just to take you on a tour of the game and give some context. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what happens. It's even in the font. This is too much. What font does to the tone of a... This is gonna be something... Oh! No! Okay, well at least it doesn't look violent. I can't. Is this a synthwave version of By Your Side? Well, I'm terrible at aiming, so I'm totally fine with just only being able to aim left and right here. This is what happens when people who shouldn't know how to program look up a lot of tutorials until they can. We already have more enemy variety in this than in Breath of the Wild, so that... Oh, I'm dead. Oh! Wait! No! 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 Crap. Oh, okay. No, I can't even see it! I can't even see it! No! It was a bit tougher than I had anticipated, but hearing the 64 star sound motivated me enough to give it another go, and after making my way all the way back to boss, no relation, I was able to finally beat him, and I realized I was a giant fool. Not only did I think that beating boss would be the end of a niche, joke game like this, but I found out that nothing I had seen in Vast Forest could prepare me for what the game was about to put in my hands. Is that it? It just takes you back to the beginning? No. Oh, wait, it says, okay, that's new text. Oh. Okay. Okay, so this is like Sonny's headspace if he was swatted. Alright. This is what OMORI should have been from the start. It's just more deep, more profound than its original game ever could have been. The fights you get into in this game are so much more faster and more personal. They're a bigger look into the human condition than anything you could do in the turn-based video game. We need an FPS of every RPG Maker game. Every single one of them. So they can just wait up there from... Oh. So they can just wait up there for me? That's... Oh! Okay. Alright. Whew! I think you've gotten a decent gist of what this game is about now, yeah, but there's one more brief thing I would like to run by you, and that's the very strange ending to this game. There's a couple more segments that I'll skip over, one that takes you through Black Space, and then one that takes you through Far Away, which is the final stage. Whew! Alright. That took a while. There's actually art for this. Oh my god. No, no. Well, mission accomplished, I guess. Or not. I think I'm gonna have to move slower, and maybe I take more damage. I'm not sure what the afraid status ailment means for this other than walking slower. Oh god. No! Does this make me unafraid? I doubt it. Wow. I feel like some of these are not actually in the game. Okay. This is so crazy. This is leaving the realm of parody and into the realm of horror game at this point. Why? Oh my god. That was definitely a video game. It is not the worst for just counting it amongst Flash games and stuff. Far from the worst I've played, which is, I'm not sure if that frustrates me or humors me to say. I want to say I'm glad this exists, and I will. I'm glad this exists. So yeah, that's the long and short of DOOMORI, a game that sets out to be a crazy, weird, little joke spin-off game and largely succeeds. As you can clearly see, in typical parody game fashion, the humor doesn't always land. I don't have an issue with crazy, edgy scenarios like this where Sunny is just going on a frenzy of sorts, but it seems like some of the jokes are pulled from the back of a Reddit thread 3 years ago. The Candace joke is awful, and the random Terminator stuff at the end feels like something I'd have done when I was 5. Unfortunately, there is a sequel to this where you play as Aubrey. It adds vertical aiming, jumps, and because it's an FPS made in the last 5 years, the ability to slide as well. If you're cruel enough to want me to cover this as well, let me know down in the comments. Provided this video does well, I'll consider it. And while I have you here, I feel it's important to let you know that I cover RPG Maker games on this channel all the time, as well as other indie games that pique my interest. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please do all the typical things that content creators ask you to do, like liking, commenting, and subscribing if you enjoyed what you saw today. It really helps smaller channels like this one actually end up in the YouTube algorithm. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.